What's up, guys? Black Tiger here with some more Deadside. This video is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be more focused on base build and talk about how much material I need to make the base to give you an estimate. Okay, so base building in this game is a lot different than other games. If you played Rust, this is going to be a hell of a lot different. You're not just chopping down wood and picking up stones and stuff and getting straight to business. You're going to need like certain tools and certain things to make these bases, and you got to do certain things to chop down the wood, break them down into pieces. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a land claim. You're going to need nails, wood planks, hammer, and a saw to make that. But to make anything, you're going to need nails, a hammer, axe, and you're going to need a saw. And you're going to have to either buy those or you got to find those. This base needs 450 logs, 16 plywood, 170 planks, 46 single logs. That's just an estimate for this base I'm going to show you that I'm making. And I had to have 238 nails, 64 logs equal 32 planks, 64 planks equal 32 beams. Now that's just, I think that's actually accurate for this base I'm going to show you, but that's kind of the breakdown of the math of making this base. But you're going to be doing a whole lot of farming, and you're going to want to make as many logs as you can, and it doesn't take nothing to make the logs. You just got to make sure you get an axe. Get an axe, and after you get a certain amount of logs, now you can start to make planks, and you need, I believe it's 2 logs equals a plank. And it's the same thing with the planks. Try to convert the planks into beams or convert the planks into plywood. It's like two planks that equal a beam, or 2 planks that equal plywood, and all that. You're going to need all that stuff just to make your base. And it's going to take, this is a lot different than Rust. Like I said before, it's so much different. You got to make you a scaffold first. You're not just throwing up floors and then throwing up walls. You got to make a scaffold. A scaffold is like the beams of the frame of your base. You can make a big one or a small one. So I start off with a small one. So this right here is just a small one, but I'm on a hill, so it kind of gave me some problems at first. And then as you can see in the left-hand corner of the screen at the top, that's how you adjust up and down and how far you want to drop whatever you're using. So that helps. You can press the shift and use your mouse buttons, or you can press the control button for distance or shift up and down and stuff like that. So after that, you're going to use your planks and your logs to make a wall. Check the price of the wall. You craft up your wall, and as you can see, it tells you what you need on there, so it's not really that hard. You just have to make sure you have the right amount of stuff, especially nails. Nails are a little bit expensive. I believe it's like $600 for 10 nails, which is ridiculous. In another video, I can show you where you're more likely to find nails. There's a part at the southern part of the map where you can find a whole lot of tools, and you might better find a saw down there. I can show you that in another video. So right here, after I stuck everything on there, as you can see, I have a corner scaffold on there too, but it's real low to the ground because I'm on a slanted hill. And there's also stuck a deck on the top. It's pretty much a basic starter base for right now. And the good part is this is not Rust. I don't got to worry about someone blowing my door in. So if they implement that in the game later, maybe they will. So I decided to go bigger. I stuck a scaffold on the top. And this is pretty much, it's not that hard to make. You just have to find yourself, have time, and hope that no idiot comes running past your base and just doesn't like you, especially if they see you with an axe and you got a hammer and a saw on you. My advice to you, when you're installing some of this stuff on the outside of your base, go ahead and put your axe and all that stuff inside of your loot box, inside of your storage box, and then come back outside and throw up your walls, throw up your everything, because some of these people are pricks. They're going to try to rob you, and they want to make what you're making, or if you had to deal with that, someone actually got mad that I made this base right here. We'll show that a little bit later. As you can see, I'm putting the walls for the second floor, and what I decided to do here is make an actual second floor instead of making the basement floor actually go to the top floor. So I'm using different angles to put the walls. You can actually use different angles to put them on there, and that's actually a door that I added to this side because I decided I'm just going to go inside from the outside. Now, I'm going to put steps down there later, and you're going to see that in a few minutes, not that long from now. But I just wanted to make sure I got inside and put my walls up. And I'm actually going to really expand the whole upstairs. The downstairs is going to actually stay the same, but the upstairs is actually going to be more expanded than this. This is just a square, and nothing special, but it's good for now because the only thing you really need a base for in this game is to store all your items. So make sure you make some storage boxes. So after that, I had to make another deck so I can enclose the roof. And once again, like I told you, I was going to make the steps. So I made the steps this way I can go upstairs, and also going to keep my downstairs as well. So now but you just can't get from downstairs from the inside because the way I used a big deck upstairs instead of using little small wooden floor pieces and leave it opening. And that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I can just go outside, go through the next door down, and go in the basement. So right here, now I'm going to put another deck, which is the roof for the floor, on the top. My angle is off. There's another. I know how to do it now. I really didn't even have to jump up there to do it. It took me a minute to learn. When I was actually making this video, I was actually learning at the same time as I made it. But now, if you tell me to make a base right now, I got this. Because as long as I have the tools, as long as you have the nails, as long as you got an axe, as long as you got a saw and the hammer, it's no problem for me. But this is not like Rust. Like, if this game becomes similar to Rust, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to build a base that fast the way they do in Rust. It's just not going to happen. Like how people will be running, and then all of a sudden you got to hurry up and get a base so you can pick up all your loot and hurry up and store it. The farming is so much different. The chopping wood, chopping plywood, making planks and things like that. So, but I did not record the ending part of this video where I added the other side. So I'm going to explain that here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. If you guys want more tips on building bases and putting up anything in this game, let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, I got a bonus footage at the end where another player got pissed off at me for building my base right here. To sit around farming. Since my squad is offline, I did a lot of farming, and I also got lucky and ran to some houses, and I found a battery, and I also found a spinning saw and a couple other things to sell. So I was able to buy some nails and a hammer and a saw so I could finish my base. So the first thing I made was a small base, which was low, and this was all I had. And I had that corner piece over there connected, but it was just the outside frame of it, the scaffold of it, a corner scaffold. And I just finally made a small container box, but I realized I had some sheet metal, so I went ahead and made a bigger box where I can keep stuff in it. I actually going to go ahead and put my mask and stuff back on. I was taking stuff off because I was running out to go find stuff to sell. As you can see, I have axes, saws, hammers, and nails, and wood, and a sheet metal, and some other stuff, and some drink, things like that. So once I was able to farm a whole lot of wood and saw them down to planks and all that stuff, I did have that wall, and I added some more walls. I went ahead and at first, the first initial thought was just to put a roof, and I had a wall right here and the roof on top of the original wall. I went ahead and farmed up some more to make the second layer of the scaffold. I think that's what's called a scaffold, right? Yeah, I mean a scaffold. A scaffold of the corner of the bottom part, but you cannot get inside the bottom part because the bottom part is actually low to the ground. This is about, see, it goes up high, so I just made that into a frame, as you can see on this side. So there's gonna be no basement on that side. It's just a frame. So the basement really is just for this side. So before I had that side done, there was a wall actually right here. So it was just top and bottom. So when I decided to finish this side, I took this wall off and stuck it right here. And then I made another corner wall and another deck, corner deck roof or floor, same difference. And stuck one on top. and they gave me that much more space for my base. For a solo player, I don't think there's much more I need to do. I do have a squad, and they have their own bases as well, because you're automatically not on the same team once you log off. You gotta re-add once you get back on. So that's my base. This is perfect for a solo player. This is actually perfect. I mean, in the future, if I feel like farming, I get bored enough, I may go up another level. Why? I don't think there's any reason I should, but I may do it. I may do it. Okay, so I said I'm going to have some bonus footage for you after this video. Now, this next conversation, you're going to hear me with a player that ran up on my base. He actually tried to shoot me when I was outside my base from top of the hill, and he is pissed off that I built a base here. Now, here's the conversation to prove that this guy thinks he runs shit around here.
Fuck it, I'm going to come over here and check it out, see what's going on, and see if that's y'all's, and kind of stop it before, because all it is a land claim stake. It ain't no building.
But yeah, man, I couldn't build next to them, so I had to spread way out to the wood, outside of the woods.
Alright, well, alright, I'm gonna try and be cool with it, but I don't know. I don't really like it, to be honest with you.
You don't like it? Well, I mean, what do you want me to do?
What do I want you to do?
Yeah, you don't like it. I mean, you come over here like you're boss and shit. What do you want me to do?
Well, I mean, I told your homie to let you know that we weren't going to build in this area to
What?
kind of keep shit safe between us. But
So
you
how?
still built here even bigger.
Yeah, because I had land here.
Alright, that's cool. I mean, we can play like that if you want. That's cool.
What do you mean play like that? I'm already fucking here, man. What are you trying to do?
That's cool, bro. Don't worry about it.
All right. No, you can come talk that shit like you boss shit around here.
Well, I mean, I talked to your homie, and I said, you know, we're gonna leave this field between us. The wood line is y'all's, and then like up the hill is mine, and we'll leave the field between our places empty.
Look how far apart we are. You have the upper hand. You're up on the high ground.
Right, but you're fucking in my nose, bro.
I don't pay attention what you got going up there. I seen your base up there. I don't even go up that way.
So you've seen the base there, and you still decided to build right.
No, I saw it after I built here because we went that direction and we came back. I was like, oh shit, someone has a base up there. All right, so there it is right there. This guy gets pissed off that my base was right here. And I did see his base up there, but I saw it after I already claimed this land. And I realized there was a guy with a base up on top of the hill. This dude gets all upset, right? So it's crazy because he's acting like he runs shit. The two guys that I'm teaming up with, we only teamed up for 2 days. I haven't teamed up with them since. So it's not like they could have told me where to build my base either. I mean, I get what he's saying, that I was in a squad with those guys, but listen, they didn't tell me nothing. I haven't even seen them on live. And first of all, my land claim was already here. And I can't even, his base doesn't even render in from my base. I have to literally walk up a couple of meters to see his base. But it is what it is, guys. Keep your eyes, be aware that there's guys like this in this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See ya.